Another guy. I stopped with social till again. No, don't even know. Yeah. Headache, but what's up? Okay, good. Don't blink if you're buying. With very little sleep. You guys are doing well. I had a wonderful day. There's a gorgeous sunrise behind me. With an alarm clock, I was gonna go sleep, and I said, you know what? Today you're feeling good. Let's make the extra effort, and let's pull it off. So there you go with some videos, and yeah, looking forward to it. I got like 2 videos to do, and that's it. But so I stopped your social killer. Even though. Sunrise, 15 July 2026. Enjoy. Oops. Sunrise 2026. Enjoy. I click pause. Okay. Perfect. 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 So, like I mentioned, it is super early in the morning. I went to bed yesterday at like 12 o'clock. I put my alarm clock at 5. But when I woke up at 5, there's no sunrise. And now there's a low one. So I was like, dude, is that worth it? And I was in a good mood. And then I saw one of the comments that I have to answer to. And I was like, dude, it's a good comment, dude. So I don't really care. And I got a great session for the intro. But I just want to do the comment first. That way you get the full version. You get the sum.
Okay, you're trying for the same video as I. Oh.
Wait a second. Because so I'm answering one of my friends. She's super cool, super freaking cool, right? But what she did was how can I put this? She gave me what should we call it? She gave me uh, she gave me because she's Moroccan, and they speak Darja, and they told me how to say the hook ink. I remember it's hook, and there's a specific way because it says don't blink if you blink ink. 5, 4. I'm not finding it. Yeah, you finished it because fuck it. It might have been 2 years ago. Okay, I can find it.
Yay! You're trying for the same video because I thought that you get to try.
Nope. do I do no filter? I know how. I know how. How do I do no filter? Ooh, boomer! I know how. Is that better? I feel like it's better. Okay. Don't blink is waiting for the show. Doing whoops having a wonderful morning. It is sunrise. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day on this 18 July 2026. I want to do some videos because yesterday was so much fun to make videos. So today we're repeating it. So we're answering comments because of course that was an item of the yesterday. I made 2 videos yesterday, and I know it's not a lot because you compare it to what I used to do. It was the same, but one of those videos was the movie Obsession, which was chef. Okay, since I don't know who the chef is, but Wooches. So I hope you guys are doing well. We are sharing the amazing ad, one of my bestie from the Westie, from I don't know if she's in the Westie or the East, but one of my bestie, and I absolutely adore the shit out of her. So let's answer your question, and what a great way to start the day. Fait qu'elle a marqué, by the way, I forgot the first part, but at the Hook Inc., which is she told because she speaks Darja, and she told me how to say don't blink you should put ink, and I remember only had a hook ink. I don't remember the first part, but hey, so what a dumb video to post, but I'm still gonna do it. I love it. I absolutely love it. First of all, it's funny. First of all, it's classic, and it's kind of cool because you talk to people that you've known for a couple of years, right? We met, I want to say 2024. So she knows you, and if they don't know you after 4 or 5 years, we don't care. But so when I pulled it like this, I was like, oh, dude, what was that? And when you know me, like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my freaking boy. So yeah, so and I love the psychology behind it. En passant, maintenant on parle en français. Alors on passe en français. Encore une fois, je planifie pas mes vidéos, mais je vais t'avouer un secret. Puis je disais en fait, je suis pas la personne à comprendre. Parce que c'est pas très gentil que je veux dire. Ah, tu comprends? Ah, tu comprends qu'est-ce que je t'ai dit, toi? Ok, good. Fait que, yeah, I love the psychology behind you're doing something and you have this idea. So technically speaking, there's 3 steps, right? Idea is forming, right? You process and analyze the idea and like, oh my god, what a great idea. And a couple of seconds like, no, that's not a good idea. I love that. I love the doubt. And I like the feeling of, you know what, full send, let's jump off a window. Window is too small. Okay, so let's jump off the imaginary window that is there and take a dive. For what? For nothing, right? Just stop being afraid of doing what you think is a good idea. Stop being afraid of people judging you. Stop being afraid of a concept that might not work because people don't understand the concept. Am I saying that video yesterday was awesome? No. I was tired. I thought it was just funny. Fait que ouais, c'est ça. Maintenant, la vidéo elle-même. Fait que premièrement, comment ça va? Tu m'as manqué. Je t'adore. OK? 3 choses. Puis j'espère que tu vas bien. Puis que toute ma famille, par extension de Maroc, va bien. Parce que ça, c'est important. Mais la 3e vidéo que j'ai faite hier, il y avait vraiment une bonne raison. Fait que, il y a un gars qui arrive. Puis, il y a un gars qui arrive hier. Puis encore une fois, je dis, c'est pas super gentil, mais en même temps, c'est justice, vérité, honnêteté sont priorité. Donc, la vidéo que je fais, c'est le combat que j'ai eu parce que si j'ai pris un break sur les réseaux sociaux parce que j'étais entouré de personnes qui étaient vraiment pas super, qui étaient vraiment. Tu sais, des gens qui ont pas mon meilleur intérêt en vue, ils s'en foutent, tu sais. Encore une fois, t'as pas besoin de pas t'en foutre, là, tu sais. Je dis pas que c'est obligatoire, puis que si tu faisais pas, ben t'es pas mon ami, là, mais. Quand t'es entouré de personnes qui veulent pas ton bien, à un moment donné, tu te dis, c'est quoi? Fait que le gars, il arrive. Premièrement, message d'intérêt général. Le gars, il m'a pas texté. Il voulait qu'on parle, mais il m'a pas texté. Il m'a DM. Parce qu'il sait que je fais des vidéos pour répondre aux commentaires. Fait que de un, s'il voulait vraiment me parler, il voulait un DM. Non, tu veux comment c'est ça en français? Exposure. Tu veux du clout, bro. 6-7. Tu veux du clout. Fait que de un, t'essaies de m'utiliser pour ça. Il me dit, prends une vidéo, j'ai aucune d'essayer. Mais j'ai dit, bon. Quelqu'un qui dit, hey frérot, hey mon ref, tu te rappelles de moi? Je dis, mon frère, on est peut-être amis, je sais pas. Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Fait que je lui donne une chance. Puis là, il me dit, c'est qui? Là, je dis, oh non, pas toi. Parce que je me rappelle c'est qui, parce que c'est pas une bonne personne, là. C'est pas une personne, c'est une personne qui m'a fait des. Plein de fois, là. C'est une personne qui prenait des photos de mon profil. Qui disait des choses comme pourquoi lui il a plus de followers que moi. C'est plus de temps. Tu sais, il bloque ton nom pour pas te faire de la peine. C'est pas gentil de faire ça. Mais il bloque pas la bio. Fait que j'ai attends, c'est bon. La bio que tu mets, là, c'est la mienne. Je pense que je suis stupide. De un, de deux. Il me fait une photo de profil. Il dit, hey, ça mérite un shout-out. En tête, je suis comme, ok, ça mérite un shout-out, ouais. Parce que je connais pas ça, parce que ça fait déjà 3-4 ans. Puis, je me rends compte qu'il a fait juste ça pour ça. Il était pas gentil, là. L'intention pour ça était pas gentille. Oh, ça va marcher, ça. Oh non. Ok, c'est bon. Attends 30 secondes, guys. On a petit problème. I want you things in my room, I miss you all of the time. On a du problème. C'est pas grave, grave, mais c'est pas grave, grave. I'm coming in hot. I told myself on the internet just to see what you'd find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. You make it look so easy. Je pense que j'ai 2-3 ans, fait que c'est old school, c'est rétro, j'adore, je kiffe. Je kiffe le max ma ref. Fait que, comme je disais tantôt, le gars qui est pas nécessairement une bonne personne, encore une fois, c'est qui une bonne personne, c'est qui une mauvaise personne, c'est tellement ton jugement. C'est pas toi qui décide, c'est la personne, c'est le monde qui décide. Tu vois? La personne achète un jeu qui était, je pense que c'était Among Us VR. Puis là, ça marche pas. Il fait des vidéos, il veut percer, il veut faire du contenu. En fait, encore une fois, c'est désespéré, tu sais. Tu veux faire ça, mais tu t'y prends mal. Tu penses que le monde te doit quelque chose, mais le monde te doit rien. J'étais un jeu, puis il dit, ah, vous me supportez pas, j'ai payé l'argent pour ça, man. Comment vous osez pas me supporter? Je suis comme, bro. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, man? Puis, je lui ai dit, qu'est-ce que ça fait, c'était pas cool. Qu'est-ce que ça fait, c'est pas quelque chose que le monde apprécie. Tu veux que le monde t'apprécie, mais tu fais pas des actions pour que le monde t'apprécie. Longue histoire courte, la personne elle se pogne avec moi, je le bloque. C'est le commentaire qui est marqué après, là. C'est le commentaire, c'est comme hey, c'est bizarre que je te trouvais pas. Parce que je t'ai bloqué, man. Fait que, dans cette même vidéo, je me rends compte c'est qui, puis je dis, ah, là, j'ai envie de te ramasser. Là, j'ai envie de te ramasser. Puis là, je suis content de faire la vidéo parce que encore une fois, comme je l'ai dit, je suis dans une poursuite présentement de m'entourer de meilleures personnes, de m'entourer de gens qui veulent mon bonheur, qui veulent que je sois heureux, right? Puis que le reste, c'est pas super important. Puis, ouais, je veux dire, c'est sûr que ça sera pas demain, mais c'est lequel que je fais vraiment, puis c'est important. Puis je voulais faire une vidéo pour dire, regarde, ça c'est quoi pour ne pas faire, c'est une personne qui veut pas ton bien. Et je me suis dit non, le gars il mérite pas ça, le gars il est peut-être jeune, il est peut-être immature, man. Il y a des gros chances de ce qu'il fait qui est pas correct, il s'en rend pas compte que c'est pas correct. Et qu'après ça, après voir la vidéo, j'ai dit non, il mérite pas ça. C'est pour ça que je me suis arrêté. Ouais. Mais, ceci étant dit, j'espère encore une fois que tu vas bien. J'espère que la famille va bien, que le friend group is doing more than okay. Puis, prends soin de toi. Profite de ton été un petit peu, là. Je sais que c'est bientôt fini, mais profite de ton été. Je sais que l'école c'est difficile, fait que profite-en, tu mérites ça. Tu le mérites. En tout cas, bye. How do I do no filter?
Oh, here it is, 6.
Sword didn't work. Sword didn't work. It's okay, we lost, it's okay, we lost, couple minutes. Don't blink, issue going, go come show. You have to do after having a wonderful day. We had a little bit part of an intro. We were entering one of my really good friend on TikTok, so not surely a priorities, but since there's only one comment to respond to, I was like, okay, well, we'll make it part of the intro. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something very special. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna get you guys to enjoy the sunrise, even though you can see it here. I'm gonna get you guys to enjoy the sunrise, and I'll be right back. Gonna make sure that sword is working because it broke. Ooh. And I forgot to upload. Leaving everything behind. I want your things in mine. Because we were supposed to sleep for a while longer, but I didn't. Yeah, so it's still uploading. Nice. I forgot to check what is uploading that way. I make sure that is. We got sword. We got everything. Woo. Sword. Shield. Okay, so shield I cannot touch. The plan is to do the video. The plan is to do the video. Come back to feet. If I do an hour and a half, I do an hour and a half. If I do 50 minutes, I do 50 minutes. Okay. And there you go. So you guys got to enjoy. You'll get to enjoy my last Gatorade bar, protein bar. I did review this already. Delicious, really delicious. I'm shaking a lucid for for 4 hours of sleep. So I'm like, you know what? Especially if I'm so content because it doesn't really matter how motivated you are. There's definitely some time where there's lack of ID. You know, you're like, okay, well, I made it feel that I don't know what to film. Mm. I was like recently, I'm watching French Canadian TikTok. There was this I think it's like an expo on cars. It's like really old school car. It's really cool cars, and people did it. I'm not saying that some of them were better, but some of them were prepared. Some of them knew what to say. Some of them like, dude, I got a plan. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna film X, Y, Z, and there's a plan to the madness, and like an old Dutch show. And at the end of the day, the content is more quality. So you realize, okay, so we're gonna talk about that, right? Good morning. It's sadly, I was thinking about like hard work versus smart work. Working hard versus working smart. Um, uh, um, yep, because it's home because of uploading. Mm-hmm. And given the problem the whole morning, which just sucked, but at the same time I got everything working. Look, give me mm, seal of approval. Seal of mother freaking approval, dude. So I don't care how much it breaks. I'm in a good mood. My videos. It doesn't work. It's sucky, but it's life, right? Yeah. So and there's so many videos that I didn't prepare. So many videos. When I look back at my career, so many times that what I did wasn't really good, and I'm being critical over myself because I'm being a bit more honest, a bit more lucid, a bit more, transparent. Not because I wasn't transparent before, but because I'm taking a step back and I'm watching what I'm doing. It's easy, very easy to say, "Hey, my video don't work." It's very easy to say, "Hey, how did I not make it?" Well, there's been a couple of videos that you did that didn't make any sense, and because you did a couple of videos that did not make any sense, I got a mosquito bites. We'll be using this rough surface as a sketch post, just like a cat. Feels good. There you go. Break the skin. Learn how leave marks. So yeah, absolutely. And the question isn't like, oh, what would I do it different? No, because there's want in there, right? There's want in there. See, I'm talking about the event, which is the I'm pretty sure there's a race in there, but it's more so like car exposition and a car show. Freaking phone, it doesn't work. Crash screen. There you go. Good. Crash screen that doesn't read. Oh, you did the same thing. Okay. Now you're working good. It's a different phone, the way. Not the same phone that I keep saying, oh, it doesn't work, dude. Um, it's just that there's exhibition of cars. And it's a show, no matter what it is, it's for car lover, right? And even though some people might be more ready than others, there's still the want to be there. Like how many people thought about making content but said no? How many people uh, choke at the last second? And again, with 5 years of making content, you kind of you kind of are in a position where you can auto analyze, or you can actually like have a story for pretty much everything. So in my case, and just think a lot of people I don't want to film. Some people I'm shy. A lot of people let's go back home, and there was absolutely those moments when it's too hot to film. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay, Meng. It's okay, Meng. You think it's too hot? It's too hot, bro. It's okay, Meng. It's gonna be a hot day. Today we got what? We got 28 degrees. This is such a good subject because I got a lot to say this morning, which is good. Is it rare? Yeah, that I had that much to say on a morning. So yeah, like I was saying, the fact that we don't ask ourselves the question anymore, which is, hey, um, where should I go? You're gonna grab something cold. It's like, do you want to film sunrise? So this morning is a nice sunrise. You know, and this oh, that's not good for the phone. The fixing the solution to oh man, I'm too shy to make a video. I'm too shy to go to the event. It wasn't solved by hard work. It wasn't solved by miracle. It was solved actually by saying like, hey, last year you were afraid. This year you're afraid. What's wrong with you? It's time to be a man and go. There was no improvement. There was a fear of failure, or there's this fear of second failure. There's a famous saying that says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Right? Make a mistake once, it happens. Make a mistake twice, you just didn't learn. So trying to keep that dogma and that mentality and that understanding of life, because I truly believe that most of the lesson that you learn can be applied to so many things, right? So yeah, absolutely important, absolutely freaking important. And all of this to say that um, I see content creator that are going to the race fest, and some of them are not prepared. Some of them are shy, and I'm like, dude, that's totally fine. I was in your shoes, and I remember. And it's not so much of a haha, woe is me, or hey, take advantage of me. Take example on me. But it is a case of yeah, what you're feeling is 100,000% normal, and there's no way that you should feel bad about what you're feeling because what you're feeling is totally you're totally entitled to your own emotions, right? Gonna be uploading, okay. I know that this I didn't upload, so it's a crown finale. I want your things in my crown finale. I'm gonna put the day, which is day 286. There you go. Two, 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 two. And it's preparation, right? And because you're not prepared, because you're more shy, somebody that's not as good as you, but is more prepared, and he did the work, he did the research, he isn't afraid to be there. He's able to film. Will look better in comparison because you fucked up, right? So the person didn't win. Last week there was this battle with Max Holloway and Conor McGregor, and I do like Max, and I do respect Max, but if it was a battle, the battle lasted like 20 seconds, and Connor got injured. But there was a lot of rumor that is like got injured before. A lot of rumor that was set up. What do I think? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I saw a dude who lived for the sport. I saw a dude that had a real passion, a real desire to be there, get destroyed. I saw the internet turn on him and make fun of him, and that is in no way, shape, or form normal. That is in no way, shape, or form acceptable. That as a society we decide to shun people because they're not winners, they're not loser. Can I do a little rant? I actually love saying, "Can I do something?" Because I don't know, fuck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Can I do a little rant? Oh yes, Inge can. Well, thank you, Inge, for letting me do what I want to do. Um, we teach our kids. We teach this generation that hey, it's okay to lose. You get a prize for participating, right? But when you do lose, you're like, ha ha ha, you messed up, dude. You are a failure. You'll never be good. You failed, and the whole world's gonna turn against you. So you teach people to be able to fail, but when they do, there's no space for failure. There's no space for the loser. They're all glued to the winner. There was this guy yesterday, which is Nick Diaz. I watched a whole documentary on him. Yes, I'm getting into sports a little bit more. MMA is the gladiator sport, is the ultimate sport, so why not? And then with Nick, no, I don't know if it was with Nick. I think it was with Sean Strickland. He was like, nobody cares if my dad was aggressive. Nobody cares if my father molested me. The only reason you care is because I have a belt around my waist. The only reason you care about what I have to say is because I'm the champion. If I wasn't the champion, nobody would care. I'm looking if it's still recording. Nobody would care if I wasn't the champion. How many champion is there? There's one. How many people are not a champion? Now, ultimately speaking, it's different. You have a different champion per weight class. You have a different champion for this sport. You have the best. There was also this trend of building the perfect fighter. So who has the best stamina, who has the best wrestling, who has the best kick, who has the best punch, who has the best battle IQ, who has the best trash talk, and who is the goat, right? So then you had honorable mention, right? There was no Anderson Silva, there was no GSP, there was no Tito Ortiz, which I don't like. Why? See, Tito Ortiz, I don't like because you were an asshole to people. I don't mind. You say some dumb stuff. I don't mind. Yeah, there's Tito the philosopher. It's a meme. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But you had a whole squad behind you. You're part of the beginning of the UFC. You were there to stay. You had people, literally people that had your back and like, you know what, Tito? Even if you don't make it, dude, we got your back. And you said, no, fuck it. I'm gonna do my own thing. And you spit in the face of everybody that believe in you. Why? Because you wanted more. You didn't want more for everybody. It's okay if you want more for everybody. I was talking about Connor before, and yes, there's a point to this, the whole thing. So this is gonna be a long video, so sit down, chill, it'll be fun, okay? You don't like Connor, but Connor used to say things like, "When I eat, you guys eat." Would you get it when I had nothing? Now that I'm here and I got something, I share. You know, that to me that's a good person. To me that's a hero. It's an asshole, but he's still a selfless asshole. And a selfless asshole will always beat a selfish good guy. Why? Because a selfless asshole is not an asshole. He's a misunderstood guy because if he was an asshole, he wouldn't share, right? The selfish good guy, again, is somebody that's negatively described as selfish, can be seen as a good guy. There's no logic behind what you're saying. There's no logic in the speech that you're having, right? So yeah, and then as I mentioned, like they're just failure, and I feel like a lot of people, myself included, we're stuck by that fear of failure. No more storage. To last dance, everything gonna be okay. Da da doo in Jordan, start Mr. Bing. Da da doo in Jordan, gonna be okay. Da 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 dance, dance, da 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 dance. Wish I could shut my playboy mouth. Uh. Inside out now. No way to dance. Wish I could show my fingers. Part two, because I didn't have enough storage. I'm so sorry. Again, oh, see, just too hot. You heard it. You heard it. It's okay, dude. It's okay. There'll be a little bit more work of editing and shit like that, but hey, woe is me, am I right? And like I was saying, fear of failure is very human. Um, Having a fear of not being good enough it is anchored in us from a young age. Either your parents were strict or in class. Like, hey, you know you had that test? Yeah, that test. You passed and you didn't pass. Right? You pass, you have some good grade, but no, this one you didn't pass, you didn't have good grades. And it doesn't matter how much you prepare for it. If you have wrong answer, you have wrong answer, right? So you're not necessarily uh, not bred, but you're not necessarily getting accustomed to the idea of failing itself. But you're getting accustomed to the idea of, yeah, I failed before and I don't want to fail again. Because then you have to come back home and tell your parents, hey, dad, hey, mom. And they say, hey, how was your test? I'm like, well, I didn't pass. I'm like, oh my God, I thought you studied. And then you have to tell them the truth. You have to tell them, yeah, I didn't study. That's a problem. You know? But fear of failure is very human. It's a very human feeling. So, yeah. And that fear of failing ultimately will lead you to fail. You want to see that? You want to see how, like the boys from Jackass did what they did, the stunts they did. You want to see how athletes do what they do. There's no doubt. There's no, I'm gonna do it. And again with Connor, there's a video where he practiced his fight before Jose Aldo, one of his very first big fight. And at a press conference, Aldo is shaking with his hand because he hates Connor because Connor gets in his head. So Connor knows that his right hand, because the one that's shaking out of anger, will be the one that he uses, right? So what he does is he prepares for that right hand. he does his whole like speech or this whole like choreography, if you will, for his right hand. And when the right hand get out, he's not only avoiding it, he's using it to advantage with something called momentum of, I think it's, what would they call it? It was weight placement, yeah, something like that. And he won that fight, you know. And there's a failure, and this is what I was talking about in this, which is again the video this morning, right? The video this morning, and it's gonna be a very important, very meaningful video because yes, I went on a side tangent, but there's a goal for that. There is a use for that. I was talking about the comments, and kind of why I usually don't. Okay, this is true but not true. I usually don't add intros, comments in my intros. However, this comments add everything to do with the intro. So, it's a subject that we're talking about today, right? If it did I never talk about? Did I never do the answers of comments in my intro? Absolutely, I absolutely did. I used to make videos answering comments, but now we don't get a lot. So, you know, we fall in love, bro. We're has been. We're having. We failed. Remember that fear of failure? Well, you're failing. And I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. I watch myself get on the internet just to see what you'd find. It's getting cooler very fast because you were using a cold can of Rockstar. Yeah, we're using a cold can for it to make sure that the phone is cool enough not to close, which is important because the close gonna make a video. So yeah, I was about the comments. I was talking about this guy that came in my life yesterday, and what really not really affected me, but what really was a sort of picture perfect explanation as to why I'm on that quest, why am I doing the thing that I'm doing, was exactly that. It was picture perfect. It was picture perfect that the guy, I should just send the video. And again, do I think the guy's an asshole? I don't think he's the nicest person. I don't think that he's a good guy. Do I think he's an asshole? No, I think he's very emotional. He's very young, very immature. You cannot blame him because I was young. I was emotional. I was immature. I grew out of it, but I still was that, right? This guy did a video. And that video yesterday, I'm clearly not thinking straight. I said some crazy stuff. And it's weird stuff. Like, you see this, like, okay, well, weird. And this guy could have DM'd me. He really wanted to talk to me, he could have DM'd me, but he didn't. He wanted that visibility, right? Did it once, did it twice, did it 3 times. And I'm supposed to do 3 videos for you. What's good with you? And again, this is you can actually make a shout out. I decided to do a shout out video because I shout out everybody that does the comments because you guys spend time making the comments. You guys take the extra step to like the comments to put a comment in. I say thank you. I'm going to put the extra step. It's content for you and for me, right? So it's a win-win situation. And if you have a choice between a win situation and a win-win situation, in the win-win situation. Ooh, I'm so sorry, ADHD, right? I was talking about this fear of failure for the racing event. The racing event, the car expo. I wish I knew what the frig I was talking about, but I don't. Friday, there's a store that closed. And I wasn't going to talk about it, but at the same time, it's so important. And it's so important because it's the picture perfect example again. So there's a store that closes on Friday. Today is Wednesday. So there's a store that closes in 3 days. We're going to go to that store. I'm going to watch it close. I feel bad because I'm watching a company close. I'm literally celebrating the downfall of a company, right? And I'm not celebrating the downfall. I don't want it to fail. It's company that I freaking adore. It's company that I went to. One of my first CV given was at that place. It was Walmart at Dorval, right? I thought I was going to say the wrong thing. I thought I was going to say Dorval at Walmart, but I pulled it off out of my hat. I'm not wearing a hat. Maybe that's the solution. I don't have to tip my hat because it's already off. Yeah, so, and I'm doing this video, and I'm going there, and I'm talking about how the experience that I have making that, with that place, talking about how much it's meant to me. I'm talking about, literally a physical copy of me exists in that mall. I was talking about yesterday about timeline about the past. There's a timeline where this guy never moved out of there. Is a timeline where this guy, which is me, never went through a pandemic. There's a part of me that okay, well that's not true because I went through pandemic, right? Which made me got Wi-Fi. But I think that even if I didn't get Wi-Fi, I would have wanted to do content. If would have wanted to do content, I would have needed Wi-Fi for that. So technically, yes, I would have had gotten Wi-Fi, but a whole year later. And yeah, all this to say, there was Wi-Fi there and I used it, right? And the problem is, I did a video 2 years ago. 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I don't know. It was summer, so possibly 2 years ago. And in that videos, I'm in the parking lot of the Walmart, and my apologies, talking about what this place means to me and how much importance there is. Because I wanted to share moments of my life, moments that were possibly not the greatest, but not possibly not the worst. One of the greatest. Well, I was literally, battery is weak. It's okay. It's okay, Ming. Got a battery pack for that reason, for that specific reason. I want you in the room. And stuff might look on the internet. Just to see what you find. Then like, so then you're like, okay, Ink. And then what you're saying, I don't get the issues. Well, the issue is the video we did 2 years ago is a sort of the same principle that I. It's sort of the same principle that I had 2 years ago. I'm gonna make the exact same videos. Now the beauty of it is that as a person I changed. Right? So I'm like, okay, well, you did change as a person, so there's a possibility that the video change. The reality is I change. I talked about algebra yesterday, right? The possibility is that I change, which is x. The story didn't change, which is y. So the result is y plus x, and x is different, yes, which is all the greater value of a lower value, right? So yeah, so when you think about that, that's math. That's clever stuff, dude. We nerding out. You see, this is working. This has been filming for a while. Not big of a deal. Not a big of a deal. So yeah, so this is sort of important that I remember that I did this video. Now, specifically speaking, I remember doing this video. I remember being on my skateboard in a parking lot at night. I don't remember what I said. Why? Okay, so this is to the south, right? Which is where the sun gets up, or the east. I don't freaking know. In a parking lot, I went there at night because I knew there was gonna be the sunset. Because I've been there before and the sunset was there. The sunset shows from that position exactly. So like I know I'm not gonna get sunrise. However, it's close to the lake shore. So this is Walmart and this is the lake shore. And I know that lake shore will give me sunrise. Like first of all, I'm closer to the lake shore. Second of all, I'm able to get some good footage there, right? So it's not perfect, but it's not bad per se. So that's what I did. That's why I went there, and I possibly saw, hey, this would be a cool video to do. So what I'm talking about this is there was no way to know that 2 years later this place was gonna close. You gotta understand something. Am I thinking that Walmart is the greatest company ever? No. Do I think that Walmart is a staple? Yes. And the thing with staple is it's ready to close. The thing with staple is they're meant to last. Like how many times do you hear that a McDonald's is closing? How many times do you hear that Starbucks is closing? They're staple. They're financial, cultural staple. One of the biggest places that closed for me was Saint Hubert. It's a place that does roasted chicken. So if you're American, I don't know what restaurant does it, but if you're Canadian, I would go with a Swiss Chalet. Yeah. And they literally do like roasted chicken. And that place was a staple. Why? Because when I was born, this place existed, and up to 4 years ago, that is 30 years, more than 30 years of business. So you don't think it's gonna close, right? But it did. Like, okay, well, fudge, didn't expect it. So and besides, there's emotional attachment to the place. Now, the truth about that Walmart, that specific Walmart, is I haven't went in years. So is there an emotional attachment? Not really. Was there one? Yes, yes. It's like an X, which is a 2,500 meter. What do you call it? What you call it in English? Cube meters? No, square foot. Square foot. Yeah, square foot person. But hey, we don't body shame here. We do not body shame. Okay. Thank you very much for agreeing with me. You're still recording. Oh, fantastic. Now I'm getting a bit more cocky. I'm getting more confident, which is exactly the reason as to why it won't work. So there was no way to know in 2 years. So now what am I supposed to do? I know I'm gonna go there. My thought is I don't need preparation because this is a place that I know. I did a movie review yesterday about the movie Obsession. The reason as to why I did a movie review on that is very, very simple. Got fucked up. Well, I think we uploaded, yes, but I did a intro, but it's not an intro. It's a freaking movie review. Yeah, absolutely. The reality is, like, I did that video, and it was so fantastic. And Obsession was such a great movie, and I loved it so much. And I was like, dude, this is good. Bonjour. Ça va bien? Good, good. Hier, gros tonnerre, hein?
Hein?
Hier, gros tonnerre.
Tonnerre? Un peu.
Bonne journée. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Obsession was a great movie, but it was one of those movies that I knew was gonna work because it's trending. One of those movies where I knew it's gonna be good. This is the math thing to say. Tonight I don't have things to say. She's super nice, so I'm trying to make an effort, but sometimes I'm just like, hi. I knew it would be trending because I was like, and I felt the need to prove that I'm not just there for that. I need to. I felt the need to prove like no. I'm genuine. I'm genuine. I'm doing that video for the fact that I'm genuine. But no, if it was another movie, I would have not posted. It would have been one of those movies that I don't post because it's gonna be something that I want to post. I post it. You know. So yeah. So and itself, it's I felt disgusting doing that because I was like, dude, like you hear it's a good movie, but you were in a rush to do it. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of used a torrent to watch it, so I didn't watch the DVDs and then watch a movie in theaters or a torrent. I don't mind watching torrents, however, I do know that, for example, I'll use a torrent to watch a movie that's 20 years old. I have a problem with, I have a problem. For example, there's the on YouTube something called Thursday Views. So you do a video and the movie and the game released the Thursday Views. There's this channel, and I'm not trying to discourage this channel. I'm not trying to say don't watch that video, but it's a channel called MK Iron Fire, which is great content. If you want to see, a cutscene, they do it. They're fantastic at it. Fantastic. However, there's a game that's gonna come out, and they're gonna wait like 2 or 3 days, and you have the entire game on YouTube. You have every single cutscene, the whole gameplay. Like, dude,
Nick Diaz
I
versus
didn't,
Frenchie.
I didn't even get to play it. I bought a game. I bought a game which is God of War Ragnarok, and I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be Thursday views. This just came out. I pre-ordered it. I'm excited to play it. People didn't watch. Why? Because they didn't want to get spoiled. But oh, okay, that's right. That's right. So yeah, so it's not always a good thing to have first day views. Come back to the subject. The main subject is there's principle of making content. There's kind of universal. There's universal. There's universal. What do we call it? There's sort of universal rule to making content. One of my ex, it's a video that she did yesterday. She did a video on Doki Doki. So Doki Doki is presented as this dating sim, which is a horror. No matter who you choose, the three other end up. So it's a horror. She did a playthrough. Well, she did a cosplay on that. There's a fun fact because her favorite is my favorite. Like, okay, well, something we have in common, which is a horror game about unaliving yourself. Cool, great. And it was fun. It was fun. It was fun because there's no there's it's a cult classic. There's a very specific fan base for it, right? But then at the same time, that fan base is worshiping a game that is 6 years old or 7 years old, 6, 7, and it's a game that is like 12 hours, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Um, I'm talking about this because there's a goal when you make content. There's a couple rules to follow. Your thumbnail is important. Your intro is important, right? The length of the video is important. You want to make it short, but you want to make it longer. So there was this time where I was watching I was watching Major Nuggets, and he knew because he was researching how to make the most cash online. It was his job, and he was reacting to the video. It was like, oh, he is that sweet spot. Because people made 10 minutes in a second video. Why? Because a 10-minute video can have ads. Everything under 10 minutes can have ads. So you wanted ads in a video that was 10 minutes in 1 second, which was the minimum you can do, technically, and still get paid. Which is why a lot of your favorite content creators, did a video which is 10 minutes. I'm not saying that's a bad thing that you did a video that's 10 minutes. If you wanted to get some cash, I'm not saying that at all. At all. What was the character in Doki Doki? Yuri. Monica was creepy, and the other girl was very childlike. So I'm like, okay, no. I don't remember the name. I remember Yuri because I saw the video yesterday. But yeah, so the fact that you have people that are going that don't care about that. The fact that you're going people that are original, make original content, people that are making content that's not for everybody. I have the biggest respect for that, and I believe that's what I'm doing. I believe that's what I'm doing. I was watching this TikToker yesterday, and he was actually like talking about, oh, dude, like when TikTok is gonna close, what you gonna do? I got X amount of followers on YouTube. Man, but every time I'm seeing you, which is every single night, you spend the entire night saying, hey, follow me on YouTube. Hey, go watch my videos. Hey, go leave a like. Go leave the comments. How many of these are generated by you? How many of these are you forcing or making people feel bad not doing? How many of those are real? Like, how many people have gotten out of their way to give that video to you, to make that shot? How many people did that, A lot of people. That's him. That's him too. This guy. Always asking, oh, go like my YouTube video, you know? And there's like nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with promoting your own stuff. But at the same time, if what you have is because you ask for it, like there's a guy. This is so stupid. This is absolutely stupid, but it's not possible. You see, I go on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, mind blocked, mind melted. It's like, and this, you work in this company, right? You work in this company, and there's a promotion available. And you're like, oh man, I'm actually gonna come earlier. I'm actually gonna finish late. I'm gonna be nicer. I'm gonna work hard. And if I work hard enough, I'm gonna get the promotion. So you do the best you can. You give you 100% for a month, 2 months, 3 months, because for that promotion, this job is a job that you like, but you could use more money because everybody could use more money, right? And then there's a speech, and he says, "Well, you guys have been putting in a lot of work as a boss, by the way, as a boss, and you guys have been doing fantastic, and you guys are amazing. But I decided who I'm gonna give the promotion to. Drum roll, please." Which is a freaking dumb thing because there's 30 people, there's one promotion, so there's 29 losers and one winner. I'm not gonna drum roll for somebody that beat me. Am I a sore loser? No, but I got pride and like, okay, well, you won fair and square, that's cool, but I would have liked to win too, right? So and then the guy gets it, and the guy that gets it is not the best worker. Like, you're like, what? So then you're kind of confused. You're kind of like, you go into a phase which is, dude, this job fucking sucks. I did my best, it wasn't enough. Then your boss actually like a good dude or a good woman, because hey, let's not be misogynistic, right? Let's not be misogynistic pigs in here. But actually a good person. So you go talk to your boss is seeing that you're acting strange. You're not yourself. You're seemingly you're not as involved. And he goes to you. It's like, hey, my guy, or my girl, what's going on? Are you good? And there's a part of you that says fuck it. There's a flip in you that says fuck it. The famous beer speech, right? Okay, watch me. Fuck you, watch me. There's a part of you like, no, everything is okay, boss. And then like, no, what? No, it's not okay. I worked so hard to get that promotion. Why did he get it? What did he do that I didn't do? And then he tells you he tells you the following. This is crazy, but this is real. He tells you the following. He tells you the difference between you and that guy is the guy did ask for a promotion, you didn't. Yeah. Wasn't it the most deserving was the person that asked? And only one person asked. Yeah. And you realize that no matter how much effort you put in, no matter how good you are, and no matter how, my apologies, how much you want it, there's a person that feels entitled to it. There's a person that's gonna go and ask it, right? And that person will win. And I remember you saying, I'm like, dude, is that really your subject this morning? I not even started the subject. But everything that we talked about, which is that 15 minutes led to this. The subject of yesterday was going back on yesterday. The subject of today, going back on yesterday, about establishing boundaries and establishing, how I was with my mom and my dad. And then I know what you're saying, oh, here we go again. This is the third time this month talk about boundaries. No. I was talking about social. And I'm like, trying to get rid of people that are not healthy. And again, we might say that you're healthy or not healthy. What is that? You're a good person or you're a bad person? We might judge you if you're worthy of being part of my life. Oh my god. What a freaking honor. I'm part of your life. No, nobody gives a shit, right? But there's clear people. For example, this morning, I'm gonna give you guys a good example. Add 2 years ago, every summer, every day, and at summer, Ad, Rim, Iba, Uda, Yusuf came in. They were just chilling with me. And then I was like, dude, these guys are there every single day. They're super nice. They have my back. Especially Rim and Ad. If you were writing bad comments on my posts, they would come and attack you. I was like, dude, these people are so nice. And then months later, like almost a year later, I learned why. They had lost a friend. And they were going through something, and I was there to make them laugh and shit like that. So, you know, when they had their morning done, they didn't need it as much, right? Which is next summer because they go to school. There's still this time where they were so nice to me, and yeah, because they were so nice to me, I care about them, and because, which is so stupid, I care about them because they were nice to me. No, you care about them because they're good people. They just happen to be good people with you. That's very bad to say, huh? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna sneeze. So yes, so let's say about this guy. I'm gonna do the same thing because not about this before, but basically this guy came in. The guy came in yesterday, and am I doing well? I'm doing good. Am I doing as good as I could? No. There's still some healing to be done. There's still some a quest to be better mentally, physically, emotionally, right? And financially, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, because I used to say like, okay, well, project vendetta is gonna be that. I'll do better financially. I can do better physically, mentally, and emotionally. There's no finance when you're not good. A paycheck will not replace mental health. A paycheck will not replace physical health. A paycheck will not bring you happiness. If a paycheck brings you happiness, it's material happiness. And the thing with material is that it leaves, right? You know my greatest thing? What makes me happy is food. That's my love language. However, food lasts for one time and then poof, it's gone. It's digested as shit in it, you know? Very poetic, very romantic, right? What is the principle of life and death? You were born, you were cooked. I ate, you're shit. Go back to the earth and you go back to the earth and you put in compost. And then you are making other plants healthier. The other plants will do the same thing. Will give you fruits, vegetable. I'll eat you. I'll digest you. I'll shit you. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. The second life, and yeah. So yesterday, this morning is clearly a change. One of my favorite person online. That is one of my favorite person. Why? Because you go through years of friendship and like, okay, well, you never did me wrong. You didn't do always right by me. But you never did me wrong, right? You never did me wrong. And the other person wasn't a good person, so I'm like, I got a chance with a friend and somebody that I don't like, right? And the person I don't like is demanding more attention than the person I like. Because the person I like doesn't ask, is the person that I don't like more deserving? Because he's literally telling me, like, dude, shout me out. He's literally telling me, like, hey, dude, I want some followers. And I'm like, okay. Why am I helping him? Because I didn't need help. I didn't need help. But if I did need it, I know we would have not been there. Am I saying I didn't get help? No, I don't say that. I got help multiple times. I never asked for help. I never asked for cash. I never asked for. I get about finance because my father yesterday. There was another question of finance, so it got in my head with my finance, which is not a bad thing because listen, that's my dad and he's caring. It's a bad thing because now I'm thinking about it, right? So yeah. So like I was saying, before I interrupted myself once again. Again, you're too hot. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. How are you so hot this morning? Not yesterday. Ta-ta, divine intervention. I want to feel love through my love connection. And just how fake it is. I started uploading content 2 days ago. The first time I was like, this is so fake, dude. I'm getting 21 likes, but it's a fucked up video. I don't deserve those likes. And then I find myself checking 4 or 5 times a day. Did I get more like? Right? No. Am I sad about it? No, but still. I am constantly looking for it. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for acceptance, validation. Validation. Oh my Atlantis. Oh my freaking bird. What's that? I didn't have that before. I didn't have that last week. I didn't have that last month. I beat that. No, we're still addicted. We're still addicted. So yesterday, establishing boundaries. Again, it sucks to say because there's only my parents, which are not bad people per se, but they're climbing step or their stepping stone. Stepping stone. Their stepping stone. SS. Oh, don't say SS, bro. Their stepping stone for what's to follow. What's to follow is what? What's to follow is the fact that I establish boundaries with people that deserve it. That don't deserve to be in my life. I did something bad yesterday. I had another one of my ex yesterday. A person that hurt me. When I did project vendetta, a person that hurt me. I was with that girl. Like, she did me so wrong. And I hated her yesterday. Why? This is the way it's beautiful. Because I don't learn. Like, what is beautiful? I don't learn. Then, how can I learn? You listen to a song that's called Pain by Shade Grace. Pain without love, pain can get enough. Pain, I like it rough, cause I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Anger and misery are better than misery. Take me and take my hands. And when the light go out, you'll understand. I like to make it hurt when happiness doesn't work. Yeah, something like that. Lately I've been lacking a feelings, so maybe that's why we're looking for. Maybe that's why we're purchasing. Is the pursuit of a feeling, not a pursuit of happiness, because that happiness is not reachable, and that happiness is an unrealistic goal. So don't pursue things that you cannot achieve, right? It's like this leopard, which is after a bunny. There's a chance that he won't get it because the bunny is smart. The bunny will dig it the hole. The bunny will go through path the leopard can go. But in most cases, the leopard will catch the bunnies. And he will do the following. He will eat the bunny that was born. He will bite the bunny. He will shit the bunny. The bunny will go back to the earth, create some plants that other bunnies will eat. Cycle of life, baby. Cycle of life. When you understand that cycle of life, I keep talking about this, but when you understand that cycle of life includes death for other lives to form, you should come to acceptance of death, because death now seems purposeful. Death seems not so much like a step, not so much like a fatality, but just a step in the future, right? In the future, just imagine. You're buried in a cemetery, right? You're buried in a cemetery, and you buy a plot of land, right? I don't know how this works. I'm just saying as hypothesis, right? Something happens to me. I get sick. I get the antivirus. Oh my god. You know? And what am I saying? Is that even possible? I don't know. And then my parents buy a plot of land for the cemetery. They dug a hole. They discovered there's freaking oil in that soil. There's freaking gas in that soil. They become multi-millionaires. My death has served a purpose. Now, it never happened before. I understand that. It will never possibly happen. I understand that when you realize that there's purpose in death. You have my apologies. You have more chances that the hole that they dig your grave in contains gas, than a chance that you win the lottery. When you realize that, like, holy shit, dude, purpose in death, right? But establishing the boundaries and the stepping stone of establishing boundaries served a purpose yesterday. I'll be completely honest. That guy yesterday was possibly the first adversity that I've had in a while. Now, ultimately speaking, I don't talk to people. I'm not social. There's no adversity with myself. I don't fight myself. I don't look in the mirror and I do Fight Club and I'm like, oh, dude, you will die. No, I'm not there yet. Not so far, but not there yet. And for sure, the Fight Club. Don't talk about the Fight Club, right? What if you thought that the social rule of the Fight Club was harder than trying to protect the fact? Harder than the fact that people are gonna say, "Hey, you're involved. You're alone." Maybe I don't know. I'm over projecting. I'm overthinking, right? So I don't deal with adversity a lot. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Doesn't mean that it's not real. Doesn't mean that it will never happen, right? And also, keep speaking, this 2 years of break, it's not good because I'm living myself. I'm gonna be working on myself, of course, but I'll still face adversity. I wasn't ready for it 2 years ago. I'm not gonna be ready in 2 years if I don't force myself through it, right? I'll possibly be serving a couple more pies of fuck yous. I'll possibly be serving a double portion of go fuck yourself, to a couple people that I wouldn't do before. But the reality is, I'm not gonna go ahead and, today is a buffet. It's free fuck yous for everybody, yeah? I'm not gonna do that because I don't think everybody does deserve it. Oh, no space. Okay. I see you, boo boo. I see you. I see through you. I know what you are. I see the devil more than I see God. And if it does say by my name, fucking word you say, I see to you. I know what you are. I see the devil more than I see God. And if it says by my name, fucking word you say, I see through you. I know what you are. I see the devil more than I see God. Oh my god, I have a gig and a half. A gig and a half. A gig and a half to do the following. Am I gonna do this? I'm not gonna do this. I don't know. The separate collection. I wanna be loved like I love connection. The picture collected. I'm fucked, guys. I'm fucked. I don't believe in astery. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. Their jealousy won't be long. I just believe what's that word I know. Better rest, just watch me grow. They call me obsessive, oh I know. We won't be able to film this sunrise anymore. Because I don't have the storage for that. But pump to the collection. I wanna feel love like a love connection. New perspective. New perspective by Packet Disco. It's about Brendan Ulrich, which is the singer of that. Man, I'm gonna have to hurry this. Which I don't mind doing. I do not mind doing. So yeah, so like I was saying, it's gonna be adversity, right? And the reality is, yesterday or today, with the comments of the person, made me realize that the whole quest was not to put boundaries everywhere. And I mentioned that. I mentioned this, like, if you're a decent person, you're gonna talk about rushing, huh? Thank God. I said, if you're a decent person, I don't need to establish boundaries. You understand that, you know that, yet you still fall in love, or you still form friendship with people that you know for a fact that you're gonna need to establish boundaries. Stop chasing people that you need to establish boundaries. Look for people that you don't need to establish boundaries. Look for people that are just okay with a friendship, that are just okay with you as you are. They take you as you are, and if they're not happy, they leave. You know? That's important. That is important. I'm chasing against people that I have to change for. And I'm complaining about changing. No, motherfucker. Take people they'll take you as the way as you are, that you don't need to change, and then you won't have to complain about having to change for people because they don't expect you to change. They don't ask you to change. You understand? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, dude? It's logical, yet it flees from my mind. I don't get it. I don't understand. Because ultimately speaking, I think you have to be a bit of a judge of character. Like, are we gonna be with friend with a person? And I think this is crazy because I talked about this like 3 days ago. I think looking for unconditional love is unrealistic. I think that if you didn't earn that love, it's insane. I talked about this 3 days ago because, okay, I was getting likes. Oh my god, I was getting likes, and this is not planned. I swear to God, it could have been planned, but it wasn't. I was talking about getting likes for doing nothing, and I was feeling like I didn't deserve those likes, right? And then I watched that movie yesterday, which is Obsession. And Obsession is exactly that. The dude is end up dating this girl that doesn't like him because he made a wish. In a moment of lucidity, she tells him, "I never loved you. We never dated." Don't you realize? You know? And it is that. Am I bare? Am I looking for unconditional love? Am I willing to wish people to like me? I don't know. Most likely not. But that's because there's no make-a-wish sticks. They what would I wish for? And yet I don't know. I don't know. I would wish for immortality for sure. I'm a jerk off. Huh? I would wish to be cast on the original Jersey Shore. Cause I'm a douchebag. I'm a jerk off. You know. And yeah. So the whole concept of who I allow in my life has to be changed. The whole concept of who I allow to hurt me has to change. The amount of how quickly I fall in love, or how quickly I establish, like, oh, we're besties, has to change, because that's why I get hurt, right? If we're able to change some of these, I don't have to establish boundaries. See, the problem with establishing boundaries isn't establishing a boundary itself. I go from a place where I establish no boundaries. This is my whole life. I go to a point where I have to establish boundaries to a point where there's no boundaries at all. Boundaries, no boundaries. And yeah, and you do that to be like, okay, well, you know, my apologies. Okay, wow. Lily just did that. Just did that. Went from 0 to 100 real quick. And 100 I'm complaining. I'm like, dude, I don't feel comfortable. No, dude. Establishing a reasonable amount of boundaries you're comfortable with. But then if you establish a smaller amount of boundaries that is needed. So for example, if you're friends with 10 people, And those 7 people need two or three boundaries established, like don't talk about this, don't call me that, or don't treat me like that, right? If a cheaper person, that's 30, right? But if you find 5 people that are better quality people, that are more understanding, that are kinder people, and those five people, you instead of establishing 3 boundaries, you're establishing 1 boundary, right? You still establish some boundaries, but you establish less. And you're comfortable with it because you don't feel like you're forcing a friendship. You don't feel like this is my ID, this is my. If I can manage that, if I can do that, the world is mine. The world is mine. They're working on construction. It is what time? 6:37. God, I'm not sleeping. Thank God. But yeah, so if I can figure that out, a lot of things will change. That's the goal. I think the goal is 3 steps. I think getting the toxic people out of my life and making sure that they're staying out, not allowing them back in because they changed. People don't change. People do change, but the reality is you won't change your nature. So if you're an asshole, you'll always be an asshole. You can change and be less of an asshole, but you're still an asshole. You know? Getting rid of the people that are toxic in my life, right? Establishing who I want to take the time, I want to make the effort to establish boundaries with. Make sure that this friendship stays and this friendship, and also, like, I do consider myself as a good person. So I'll do things where you don't need to establish boundaries because I know not to call you name, I know not to insult you, right? Yeah, yeah. I think it's important. I think it's kind of cool. And if people establish with it, I have to be open to it, right? And I'm like, okay, well, am I okay with that friendship? Am I okay with making that much of a sacrifice? If yes, awesome. If no, well, okay, let's finish. So yeah, maybe a lot of work, right? Maybe a lot of work. Like yesterday, I was pissed off because I called my mom and she gave me shit. Yeah, but you called your mom, dude. She didn't give you shit out of the blue. You called her. You know? You called her. I'm gonna end it over here because there's so much noise. There's so much noise. I'm tired. And we're out of storage. As simple as that. Yeah, we're out of storage. I wanna feel like my own connection. I'm actually good. I got 6 minutes left before I finish uploading. About 6 minutes, I'm done. But I did all the things I wanted to do yesterday, so we're good with that. What did I finish with? What did I finish with? Got a lot of work to do, guys. I'd rather have no friend than bad friends. Then I understand that I need friends in life, so we do things through selection. And in the worst case, it's not gonna work. People are gonna be wanting me as a friend, and I'll be like, okay, well, you have to work on yourself and be more interesting as a friend. As simple as this. You see, the noise is making me go insane. I got no patience today. Well, not today, but just because I'm sleepy. So I love you guys. Take it easy. Again, if a friendship or relationship doesn't make you feel good, end it. End it. If you feel bad about it, don't force yourself to be with someone that you don't want to be with. Love you guys. Take it easy. And there you go. We're done. We did an hour 20 videos. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go play games till I go to sleep, or till I go to bed. And yeah, that's it. Then we'll wake up and we'll restart our day. Sounds good? I love you guys. From day finale. 8 minutes left. Let's go in. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Where are you? I got something for you now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Where are you? I got something for you now. And I overgeared hero. I need a hero. Save my life. I need a hero. Save me now. Need a hero to save me now. Okay. Connection. Coming in hats. On my knees. Let's go to Betty. I'm going to seize. I need a warmie, but then I'm bleeds. Oh, okay. Stop, dude. I don't need to take a picture right now. I freaking hate your phone. Multi-window closed. No shit. I know you're hot. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. Tigol. Kita kan apa-apa. Jangan pada kan kamu dia follow. Reactive. Needed you. You said you'd be there for me. Was it us for the moment to understand? Better hope. Never lies for a moment. Better hope to understand. Better hope. Yo, Blink, kiss your boy Hank. Welcome to the show. We're doing well, so we're in. I'm gonna close all of this, watch a movie, play games. That's pretty much my day. Oh shit. Damn, son. Damn, I forgot to take a pic. I forgot something. Shit. I have to do 2 minutes video. Okay. I'll upgrade. Ready? Good. Let's change. Let's see a little bit what they're talking about in my guild. Okay, good. Good. My labs. You know what? My labs could be using some sprucing up. Yeah. I forgot to check my quest. I was at 7 and I won't be playing before 12. Which is when I'm gonna get new quests in War Regen. You know what? War Regen you could be using 60. Cash per wave. You 11, why not? With our bonus, why not? Cash in bonus. Why not? Look at these bad boys. Look at these bad boys. Wanna check it out? Okay, let's check it out. Schlack. Schlack. There you go, perfect. 660. We were below 350s. Now I got 1,200. Oh, linger. I wish I had more, but that's okay for now. I wanna feel love like a love perception. You think about me all the time. Worship upgrade, I'm not gonna do it. Internet, possibly not gonna be doing it. Recovery package, easy peasy. Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna say goodnight to the other one. So when I'm done with this, I'll be done with Crown. Good night, VODs. 7 mission. Thank God we checked. Good night, Shield. 5 mission, could have not checked. Bonne nuit, Frenchie. 8 missions, t'avais besoin de moi beaucoup, là. Shit, la merde. Ok, on va faire ça ici. J'ai important, c'est important, mon gars. C'est important, mon gars. Parfait. Je vais me coucher bientôt. Je me réveillerai pas à midi. Fait que, ouais, malheureusement, on va manquer la mission. J'ai de la place. J'ai de l'espace. Bonne nuit, Frenchie.